Okay, I start recording also. So I create the one folder, that is the Python class. So that folder you can create. I mean, any name you can give to that particular folder. Anywhere means where you want to save your files. Huh? So there means just make one folder, Python class, and after that you can copy paste that previous work here. Okay. Here actually in this location I want to open the Jupyter notebook. Okay. So how you can do that particular thing, that we will discuss. Huh? So this is your means okay, you can say this is the material of the Python class, and at this particular location I want to open this what you can say, I want to open the Jupyter notebook. Okay, so what I will do, I will go to the anaconda prompt. So if you do in the local system, then it is useful. Online, if you try to do, then no requirement. Nah? So right. Okay, I quickly means it is working at a C user admin, and that path I want to change. Okay, so now what you need to do, if you want to shift from one means a drive to another drive, then you need to write that drive name. So like I want to shift at H, right? So you need to type H also. 1 minute. H and okay, H and this colon. Okay, H colon. Then you can go to that particular H folder. Now you are in H folder. See, then no need to do this particular thing. Then you need to change. Means so generally we will not save our personal file in C drive, right? So that's why means we generally save in the DE drive, because C drive is generally utilized for the window purpose. Hmm? No, prompt only you need to open. But so the next means I want to open this particular Python in this location only, Python class only. Okay. So how you can change this path? So that also we can do in, if your system is window, then CD means current dictionary, and there you need to type this particular path, means copy paste just. Okay. Then enter. Now your path means now your path is H Python class. In H Python class, there I will open the Jupyter notebook and I will work. So this is the path location. By default, this location is the C user admin. Okay. So you can work in C user admin also, but sir told me last time that there lot of office related file is available and all things. So you can save at a particular location. Okay, I want to save in Python class only this Jupyter notebook. So you need to change first path, then you can open. Now if you type the Jupyter notebook will open in that particular path only. So Jupyter notebook. Now your means that particular path it will use. Okay. So I will close this all the things. So here only one file is available as means I saved, that is the Python class 1 and 2. In the previous session we worked on this particular file, right? So now if I click, so you can open and you can work here. So like that means sometime you want to save at a particular location and there only you want to work, so you can use this type of the techniques. Okay. Okay. So now if you get the positive value, means it is the right skew. Okay. If you get the negative value of the skewness, it means what? It means your data is left skew. Okay. So that you need to check. Okay. What is the left skew, right skew? Maybe you aware about that? No. Okay. Means every data means when you see, means when you make the histogram. So what is the thing? It should be near to the average. That is your assumption, right? Means average salary of this institute is suppose you can say the 60,000, then maximum salary you will get near to the 60,000. Now, means what is the meaning of the positive skew? Positive skew means more data towards the left side. Here you can see in this slide. Okay, so more means you can say more people whose salary is less than average, in short. Okay, and the next one is the, you can say negative skew, or as well as you can say left skew. So left skew means what? The maximum salary is more than average. Huh. It is means here you can see now when you make the histogram in this curve. 1 minute. 1 minute. So here negative skewness implies mass of the distribution in concentrated on the right. Okay. Actually, no. This is skew means here, na. This is the skew means how much you are means left side here. Here this is the right side. This is right side. The this is right side, na. Means like that. Mass of the data means this is right side. It means it is a negative skew. It means, you can say negative skew or left skew also. Ha. Here means you can see the mass, maximum mass you are getting left side. It means it is a right skew. Yes. Right, left. Okay. And just means you have the data. Just make the histogram and see ki, are you getting the means average is left side or right side. On the basis of that, you can take the decision. If I say the means right is skewed, it means it is a positive skewed, or you can say the maximum data is below than average. Simple, na? Nahi. This is the means if you have one column, you will make the histogram with the help of means whatever the library I told you in the previous session. And after that, what you can see, if this generally means this is the normal distribution. Okay. So now your data here you can see more data I'm getting below than average. It means what? It means it is a positive skew or right skew. If you are getting more data above than average, it means it is a negative skew, or you can say left skew. Right skew. And positive skew also you can say. Okay, so now means when you calculate the skewness, and if you get the skewness value positive, it means you can understand like that more value below than average. If you are getting negative value, it means you can understand like that more value are above than average. Okay, so now we try to calculate this skewness in Python. Okay, so okay, now I will go to the Python and try to measure the skewness. Then again we will come to the kurtosis point. Okay, okay, so now we will call one library import cborn as a SNS. So data visualization part also we will do, and one more thing, import matplotlib dot pyplot as a PLT. And here one more thing you need to do, as I discussed in the previous session, for inline that particular graph with your Jupyter notebook. If it is not available, then pip install cboard. Hmm? If required, we will take the new file. So here matplotlib inline. Okay, so now some data is available in your, what you can say, in your cborn, some library which provide the data. Even you can import the data. How to import the data, that already we discussed, like pd.read csv, and you can pass the path of that particular file, and you can import your local file also. Hmm? Matplotlib dot pyplot. Okay. Percent, that is the one line, means what the thing is happen, it will not show any error, as well as sometimes you are unable to see the graph inside the Jupyter notebook. So how to inline this particular graph, means whatever the thing created by the matplotlib with our Jupyter notebook, that's why we need to write the one line matplotlib inline. So whatever the graph will create, it will be in line with your Jupyter notebook, means you can see. Sometimes that graph is not visible. If you not pass this particular line, it will not show any error, but graph will not visible sometimes. That is just representation. You can write separately also, but now we can, means whatever the import library is required, write in the one section. Every means you can write this all the line in separate section, but what is the issue, if sometime again there I want to call the that particular means libraries, all the library in one shot, then only one cell I need to run. If you write in different cell, then 2 3 cells you need to run. So that is it. Anywhere you can put the shift enter. Here means shift enter means it will run anywhere. Okay, so now SNS means, are you able to import? Okay, okay. Okay, in that case, work on the collab only. Some that local related setup all deleted na in your system, so that's why it is creating. Ma'am. But why you need to install? Already installation done na in the previous session. You again installed. Okay. Okay. Then pip install. नहीं SPLT चल रहा है यार. आपने क्या किया? Pip install. ना ये matplotlib only. बाकी सब remove कर दो. pyplot भी remove करो. matplotlib only. now run. और okay ठीक है. Install. Here if I install ना ठीक है. Requirement already satisfied. Okay, 1 minute. Now 1 minute. It is installed. Okay. This line is not required. And now import matplotlib and all. Okay. What is the error? No module. Okay. Dot pyplot. Installation is not dot py. क्या बता रहा अभी? ओके. आपका हो गया ना? ओके. हाँ pip install matplotlib pip वो उनका मीन्स पाइथन में इंस्टॉलेशन के लिए you need to write pip install as I show in the ppt ना and for calling that particular library you need to import matplot lib only okay okay sns and here some data is available that I will use instead of calling again means some different data okay so what I can do load data set and inside that some data is available one is the tips okay this data already available inside your cbond and in this data you can see what are the means column available one is the total bill okay as well as tip and gender means gender smoker day time size this all the thing is given okay so means here you can see how much bill generated by means this thing means how much bill generated how much tips is given by that particular person so that all the thing you can see in this data set okay this is the restaurant visiting related some data sns.load data set in cbond this data is available they provide some data just for the practice purpose so you can use that data also and we can import local data also okay so just for the time means saving purpose I'm directly call this data from the cbond means this yes here size is number of people that is gender bill created by whom means bill paid by means male female if size is 2 3 in that case maybe confusion no it is not like that size is 2 here also and bill paid by male no you can't say that is the data they just have a data here you can see size is 2 pay by male huh. Who's paying the bill yes hmm. Yes so with respective they try to predict what will be the tip given by that particular person and okay so you can means I want to utilize this data again so how you can utilize you need to save this as a one variable you can write any name a b df data frame any so I just give the one name that is the a so now a means what all the data means you can see the same like entire csv file you can say okay so now I want to do the some stats related analysis and for stats related analysis we require the SciPy that is the one library that required okay so if you pass this particular command and if it gives the error then you need to install that particular library okay so now from SciPy means science python actually so SciPy dot stats I'm sorry stats okay and here okay I will import the stats on so it is working in my case if it shows the error then what you need to do pip install SciPy it shows error or it is working no, nothing will come just you are calling that particular library that's it no error na? Okay means it is working means now you import that stats wala so now in this stats this is your just we imported right this is the one module stats and what the option available in this stats that you can see by pressing the tab when you press the tab this all the option is available okay so now if I type the what is the skewness right so skew is available okay now in this stats skew now what you need to do here you want to measure the skewness with the help of this stats skewness module okay so skewness you will measure always for one variable so we need to pass only one column here okay so how I can a means that is the entire data frame in the entire data frame if I want to call only total bill or you can say tip how I can call with the help of the square bracket as I told in the previous session right so in the square bracket what I will write this is the name of the column is tip so I will pass that as a tip now you can see what is the value 1.45 that is the skewness value for tip only one column I pass na that is a positive value what we discussed in the ppt na positive 2.6 it means that is the right skew okay so it shows the skewness of the data means there you can say more data which are below than average but this concept you need to read regarding the stats and all this warning you can ignore this is the value are you getting this value this you can ignore and even I will write how to ignore this particular thing in the python import warning and there you can write that due to the conflict in some module, sometimes it will shows the that means warning, but warning it is, don't consider warning as a error. Okay, so you can ignore that part also. So if I write the warnings, 1 minute, warnings dot here filter warning, and you can ignore. Now you will not get this error, means this warning you will not get now if you ignore. If net means is working good, in that case tab will work. Huh? Means if internet speed is good, in that case, then you need to type entire thing. hmm. क्या हुआ 1 minute. Okay, SNS dot is plot हो गया. hmm? So that you I think pass only this plot T you missed. Okay, now there is a one more, that is that one more thing, that is the kurtosis. Okay, so how to measure the kurtosis, that we will see. Means if a positive value you are getting in the kurtosis, it means it is more means you can say here you can say it is more tied towards the center, and if you are getting the kurtosis negative, it means it is shows the uniform distribution. Okay, here you can see if your data is like this, means it is more data you are getting near to the center, near to the mean, it means that is the positive kurtosis you will get. If your data is not proper, means it is a uniform distribution type, in that case, so in that case you can say that you will get the negative value kurtosis. So we try to identify means what value we are in PPT. हाँ, third and fourth this skewness के ऊपर. ओके वो तो ठीक है 1 minute, नहीं समझा मैं. स्क्यूनेस के ऊपर. ओके थर्ड एंड फोर्थ वो ठीक है, इस वो ऐसे ही स्लाइड के टाइम पे कुछ हुआ है, दैट यू कैन इग्नोर. वो ऐसे ही मीन्स किया हुआ ये वाला ना, वो ऐसे टाइटल में चला गया. Okay, so now we will measure the kurtosis part. So even I again stats, that is the library, right? And dot, press tab and just type the k. Inside the k, kurtosis is available. Okay, now here you will pass that variable. So what is the name of the variable? A, and there I will call only single column. So that is the tip related column only I will call. And now you can see the value is positive. It means it is a means more positive, means more data, means it is a, you can say more data, maximum data is near to the center. You can say like that. Okay. In normal distribution it will be 0. Okay, the same thing you can do with the different variable like tips. Now you can do with total bill also, and you can see the distribution proper or not, that all the thing you can check. Then you need to type. It means it will show, it will take some time because of the internet. So that's why generally I suggest to do in the local. If you do in the local system, then it will work quickly, means tab and all things. If you do online, then it will take some time. That is the import warnings and warning dot filter warning ignore. Next done. Okay, so next is okay. I will go to the again PPT. That okay. The next is the means 1 minute. इसको hide कर देता हूँ, hide. Okay. So next one is the random variable. Okay, so earlier we discussed about the variable. Variable means it is a container, there you can pass any value. Okay, but single value at a time you can pass. Now when we talk about the some future event related thing, uncertainty, there also you can say, means if I toss the coin, what is the means there two value will become, one is the head and one is the tail, that I know. Okay, but that is the means I want to say okay, what will be the chance of the tail and what will be the chance of head, that particular thing I want to ask. Variable means you can say a is equal to 5. That is the variable. Random variable means I will pass a is equal to 0 means head with probability. Always I will give that particular thing with probability because I'm talking about the some uncertainty, and that you can assign with the random variable. Okay. So random variable are like label that represent the number of random outcome. Okay. And they could be specify outcome for game, measurement, or event. Means who will win in the game, so that you can means that is the nothing but the random variable. There what you will write, India will win the game with 78% chance. So that is nothing but the probability, and that you can means consider as a random variable. Okay. Now, so with respect to this variable, always you will get the probability. Even you when you make the machine learning model, always you will give the output with respect to the probability. Okay, what is, if you say one as the output, India will win the game, that is the prediction. With respect to, you will give the one probability, means like 0.5% chance, 0.7% chance. So probability will be there because you are talking about the some uncertainty. Means you can't say 100% I'm confident he will win, and like that you can't say. Okay, so that you can represent the uncertainty related thing, you can represent with the help of the random variable. Okay, so now there again, when we talk about the random variable, it may be discrete or it may be continuous. Okay, the discrete means what? Count, in short, how many number of people present inside the class, that is the count. So that will come into the discrete random variable, right? And when you are talking about the measurement, what is the temperature of room? Okay, so that will come into the continuous random variable. Okay, so what will be the temperature tomorrow? That is uncertainty. It means that is the random variable plus that is the continuous data. So you can say that is the continuous random variable. Yes, measurement, in short, you can say height, weight, as well as the temperature, time, that all are the continuous data. Okay, and when you talk about the count, how many number of the computer available inside this lab, so that all the thing will come into the discrete. Okay, so maybe I hope you know about the distribution also. For discrete, what type of the distribution, for continuous, what type of the distribution, that is the part of the stats, but I quickly try to recap all these things so we can easily implement in the Python. Okay, so the one more thing, that is the Z score. Z score means what? Again, when we do the analysis, some means like we discussed in the previous session, one data I taken there, number of PhD pass out from the professor, that is the one column there, that is the experience, and one column is the salary. So now you can see salary, their unit means 1,20,000, 1,50,000. That amount is very high compared to the number of PhD pass out and experience. Okay, so you need to, due to this unit change, their noise will be created in the analysis. So what you need to do, you need to convert that data into the standard format. And how you can convert? With the help of the Z score. So when you apply the Z score, your data will be converted into the standard format. Okay, that is the one thing. One means there what the utilization we can do with the help of the Z score, that also we will discuss. Okay, the Z score measure how many standard deviation. The next one means standard deviation. Okay, first you will calculate, how you calculate, you have the data, you will calculate the Z with the help of the x minus mu divided by sigma. So here what is the x? Means your point, that particular point in the column. Okay, so in column there are lot of values, right? So I want to change all the value in the standard format. So what I will take that value minus your mu. Mu means what? Mean of that data divided by sigma. Sigma means standard deviation. Okay, in that case you will get the this is standard deviation related data, and always you will get this data, means the maximum time you will get the data between the -3 to +3, because you know there is the normal distribution related rule. If you consider the 1 sigma, then 68% data will come. If you consider the 2 sigma, then 95, and 99% data will get into the -3 sigma to +3 sigma. Okay, but it is the case only when your distribution is the normal distribution. Okay, so now first means whatever the data you will get. Okay, so first what you need to do, there definitely unit related changes will be there. One is the salary, means unit there means the amount is very high compared to the experience, compared to the number of PhD pass out. Okay, so in that case you need to change. Huh. That means due to unit you are getting some noise. Now that noise you can reduce with the help of the standardization. Even you can do the normalization also. So both the thing is available. But in a standardization, what is the advantage? If you getting the value more than +3, then you can remove that particular thing as an outlier. If you getting less than -3 any value, you can remove that as an outlier. So that is the one more advantage. Okay. So now we try to calculate the Z score for some data in the Python. Okay. All right. Okay. So again, how to calculate? Okay, the simple. If I do 1 minute, this is the A means your data, right? And here I want to take only tip. Okay, so this is the tip related thing. Okay, so what is the mean of this data? Means we try to calculate quickly manually. Okay, means what is the formula, x minus mu divided by sigma. So with the help of that we try to do. After that we will use the stats library and try to do all these things. Okay, so now A, and again if I pass the tip. Okay, dot mean standard. I'm sorry, standard deviation means STD. Even if you press the tab, then also you will get that particular thing. So 1.38. So now what you will do? What is the Z? Z means you can say x means okay. In this A, this is the A. I want to convert this first value 1.01 into the standard. Okay. So what you can do? This is the x is equal to what here? 1.01. Okay. So what I can do? So here 1.01 I will pass. So 1.01. Okay, minus, this is the manual way, means I just calculate, and after that I will confirm that particular thing with the library also. Okay, so this is the x minus mu if value is 1.01, okay, divided by, you can pass standard deviation. So that is the, means what is the standard means standardization of the first value 1.01, that is the 1.43 negative minus 1.43. Now this part I will do, means this is a very lengthy process because there are a lot of data, so I will do quickly with the help of the library, stats library. Okay, so now the next is the stats. This is the stats, and there I want to see that Z score is available or not. How you can check? By pressing the tab. When you press the tab, all option will become, and then search at Z. This Z score is available. Just click on Z score. Okay, and I want to do this Z score calculation for what, for which particular column, 8 ifs. Okay, so I will pass 8 ifs here. Now you can see all the value is converted into the standard format. Okay, even entire data frame also you can convert into the standard format, that we will discuss. That for that particular thing you need to use the sklearn library, so slowly we will discuss that part. This multivariate related thing also we will discuss. So what the value I manually calculated, minus 1.43, same you are getting here, minus 1.43. Okay, so now the next point is that when okay, when I changing the data into the standard format, in that case the mean is equal to 0. Okay, in that case I'm getting the, if I calculate the mean I will get always 0, because what is the formula for Z score? X minus mu divided by sigma. If x value is equal to mu, it means 0, right? You will get, means if you pass at the place of x mu, it means you will get Z is equal to 0. Means Z is equal to 0 you will get, it means that is the mean. Okay, and next you will get the every point distance in terms of the standard deviation. Means this is minus 1 point, the first point is away minus 1.43, means in the left side direction. Okay, minus 1.43 standard deviation, away minus 1.43 standard deviation, you can see. Nahi samjha? Here you can see, if this is the 1 minute graph. Now here you can see, initially the data is like that. This is the normal distributed data. Just assume that when you standardize your mean, now 1010 is converted into the, in the 0 form. Okay, and this plus 1 plus 2 plus 3, it is nothing but the values, means the distance in the form of a standard deviation. Means this particular data is 1.5 standard deviation away from the center, like that you can enter. Okay, that if we will do that part also. Means any value inside this, any value is greater than 3, means that is just logic, means you need to apply greater than 3 any value. So now here I want to see only true, so okay, that part we will do, is equal to true. It will work or not? 1 minute. If I want only true. Okay, so this 3 means here you can see this 3 is the outlier, you can see this 3 has a value more than, means when you calculate the standard Z score, the value is greater than 3. So this part we will discuss how to, means pandas related thing actually we need to explore more. That part also I will discuss today only. So if you calculate, this is the 7.58. Okay, I want to calculate the Z score for this. Okay, if you want to see less than 3, that also you can see. Okay, less than minus 3 now. So how many value? So that I want to check. So this is the minus 3. 1 minute. Okay, the downward side greater than, actually I'm sorry, less than. So less than minus 3, there is no value, you can say. Like with the help of the Z score also you can calculate the outlier. Okay, but again you need to check that outlier, means there really that is the outlier or not. So again go for the box plot also and see, and what is the interpretation. Means always removal of the outlier is not, means sometimes you need to take as it is also. Okay, so it depend on the problem, and you can do the imputation also on means sometime what people will do, remove, they will not remove the, they do the imputation there, means they will pass the mean, median, mode, like that. Okay, so now this is the your condition, right? Stat Z score 8 ifs is greater than 3. Okay, so in that case what you will get, if I pass only this thing, then it will show this is the condition, right? So you will get the output false true false true. Okay, but I want to see only true. So how you can say this condition, and that I want to see inside the A only true. So if you pass inside A entire this condition only true, you can see this is the only true data. Means greater than 3, this is the condition. When you pass the condition, always you will get the output boolean, means there you will get false true and all things. So you want to see only true, then pass this entire thing into the your data frame, or you can say into your main data. And now if you calculate for this 7.58, you will get value more than 3. And even you can see this 7.58, 10, 9. It is generally, if I go to the main data, where is the main data? There is the tips. Generally tips you can see 1, 3, 3, 3, 2, 1.75. And In these three data, you will get the value that is the 7.58, 10, and 9. So that is the outlier you can consider. Exceptional case. Who paid the $7.58 as a tip, $10 and $9. Because our general, you can see that is 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. General tip. Okay. Now, any doubt? Kuch? No, no. If you want to see only true value with respect to the condition, then you need to pass that entire condition inside the square bracket. Then you will get the only true. Google Colab. Ah, Colab I not use that much. Control Z will work na there. Control that will work. Na? But you need to go inside that cell, then only it will work. Ah, okay. If you make now the next, this is the standardization of the data we just done, right? So now if you make the disk plot for standardized data, you will get the mean is equal to 0. You can see that particular part also, means how you can visualize, means SNS dot disk plot. Okay, and there you need to pass this where is the standardized data. I think okay, this one is the standardization, right? Stats dot z score, and there you need to pass the variable that is the a tip. Okay, so now how to standardize the data? Stats dot z score is nothing but the standardization of the data. And now if you see uh, here, what is the input? Okay, one more actually I need to pass. Okay, so now you can see this is the distribution of the data, but here you can see the mean is equal to 0. Now means your data is standardized. Okay, so in normal distribution, what is the thing? Okay, in normal distribution, I want to predict something. Uncertainty means probability. In if I have a data, that data means historical data. Okay, and if that data follow the normal distribution, now I want to know. Okay, for the, what is the chance that this value will be next? Okay, we try to take one example, then maybe you will understand. Okay, suppose okay, you taken the one class test. Okay, in class suppose the average marks is 70 for all students. Okay, average marks is 70, 70 and the standard deviation is 12. Okay, so I just want to know, okay, what is the chance the student will score more than 85 in that case. Okay, and just assume that it follow the normal distribution. Means I taken the one class test, and there I just write this thing into the comment. Their mean, or you can say the average mark is equal to 70. The next standard deviation of that marks is equal to 12, and I just want to know what is the chance the student will score more than 85. So that is actually means I'm talking about the continuous distribution probability, okay, or continuous probability distribution, you can say. I'm talking about that particular thing, and I'm assuming the distribution is the normal distribution. So you can take the Z in that case. Okay, so just assume that you conducted the one class test, their average marks is 70, the standard deviation is 12. Now I want to know that okay, what is the chance the student will score more than 185. हाँ क्या हुआ मैम? That's it. But with the help of the Z, now you need to calculate the probability. So there means Z table you need to check, right? So here in the Python, no need to check Z table directly. Also you can calculate. So first we try to do manually, then we will try to do in the with the help of the Python library. Okay. Okay. Now I'm talking about some uncertainty, right? Okay, what is the chance if the student will score more than 85? That I want to know. So I'm talking about the uncertainty. It means that is the random variable. Okay. Yes. Okay. So if value of z is equal to 1.25, then you will get the probability. That is the 0.89. It means the probability the student will score less than 85 is 89%. 11%. Okay. So now the same thing I want to calculate with the help of Python. Okay. 1 minute. Okay, so now that is available in the stats. This means already we imported the stats. Okay, inside that that normal distribution is available because we are assuming the distribution is the normal, and just pass NORM. Okay, normal distribution. And now after that you need to pass CDF, means cumulative density function. Okay, and what is the now three things you need to pass. First x you need to pass, so that is nothing but 85. Okay, in Python you need to write location. Location is nothing but the mean. Okay, so what is the mean? Hmm? Cumulative density function. 85 is nothing but your x. The next location is nothing but the 70. And the third point you need to pass, that is the standard deviation, is nothing but the scale, and that is nothing but 12. So maybe sometime location means what is the location? So now maybe sometime you confuse what is the location and all thing, you can explore with the help of the shift tab. If you press the shift tab, it will give the idea. अभी work क्यों नहीं हो रहा है? 1 minute. I'm sorry, alt tab. Yes. It is not working in my case. Let me check. Error क्यों आ रहा है? 1 minute. Stats norm CDF scale location 70. 1 minute now. SciPy stats dot stats is deprecated, has no attribute. 1 minute now. Sometimes they change the name. 1 minute. Earlier norm there, norm dot. norm only. हाँ वो अपडेट करते थोड़ा, बट 1 मिनट मैं इंपोर्ट किया, वहाँ पे क्या है, इंपोर्ट हो गया SciPy dot stats as a stats. SciPy dot stats. वन मिनट आई विल चेक. लाइब्रेरी शायद उनका चेंज हुआ होगा. नॉर्मली डिस्ट्रीब्यूट नॉर्म अर्लियर आता था, अभी पता नहीं इनका क्या हुआ. स्टैट्स का ही था वो. स्टैट्स क्यूमुलेटिव डेंसिटी फंक्शन में ही था. SciPy तो मैं देखूंगा मैं. स्टैट्स में डॉट में एंड से बिकॉज नॉर्म नेम डुप्लीकेट नॉर्मली and here x non duplicate. ये तो नहीं है, ये तो नॉर्मल टेस्टिंग है. हाँ बट दैट इज नॉट वर्किंग ना. SciPy from I'm that same thing. Norms, norm or norms. हाँ then it will work ना. Okay. Now if I do only norm, okay, so little changes may be there. Okay, so now CDF is available. Okay, understood now. The 85 x is equal to 85, log is equal to 70, and scale is equal to 12. Now it is working. Okay, some changes there. ChatGPT. So I think they upload the latest version maybe. SciPy. 1 minute. SciPy. इनका लास्ट वर्जन कब गया? हाँ, some changes will be there. Maybe I think the release history 18 August. So maybe due to that. ठीक है. So norm.cdf. So small changes will be there, and that you will get the idea when you search now on means ChatGPT, and even on that particular document. If you check for that SciPy and that particular library, because of updation. So this code maybe not work after 1 year, 2 years. Some small changes will be there. That 1 minus you need to do manually because it will take always left side. If your question is like how many student will score more than 85, so that you want to know, in that case 1 minus, then you will get the percentage, that is the 10% chance the student will be scored uh, more than 85, means 10% you can say probability. Okay, so before the this stats part, there also we will do the how, means one case study related to I think one stock related price we will take and do the case study. But before that, we try to do the some pandas related thing. What, so that will be helpful in the our case study. Huh? Pandas related. This no, directly I will search and try to do. So before that, pandas related thing we will do, means that true false, maybe that part is not explored now. How to identify particular thing. So we will take one data and try to do the some analysis. So now, 1 minute, that is in the data analytics pandas. So okay, so now again I will take the data from the Seaborn. There is the data is available. Huh? So now Seaborn, that is your library, right? So any doubt till now means, and please read about that Z score as well as the binomial distribution, polynomial, means what is the Poisson distribution and all things. Please read about that. Huh? Poisson distribution, binomial distribution, uniform distribution, types of distribution in short. Base on the basis of base, their machine learning algorithm also there, like naive Bayes. So that is actually used for the classification purpose. Means there one is regression and classification. So classification there they use a lot about the base here. It's conditional base probability. Okay. Okay. So we try to do the some analytics part. We will call one data Seaborn, and in this Seaborn load data set, I think Seaborn dot net मेरा नहीं चल रहा क्या इधर load data set. Now let me check Titanic data is there. Seaborn is not defined. So SNS actually I define alias 1 minute. It is, means one data also there, that is the Titanic related data. Okay, and now I will assign this particular data as a data frame. You can write any variable, because once we assign as a variable, then only we can utilize this particular thing in the next cell. Okay, so now this is the DF, and in this DF now you have the means when you type the df dot d types, you will get the type of the data. Okay, so survive, that is the integer data. P class, that is the integer data. Here means the sex, that is the object data. Age is the float type of the data. Like that you can see all type of the data. So what type of the data present. Okay, means here you can see this is the column, this is the integer data in survive. Okay, here P class, that is the integer data. Here it is a object type, text type data, right? Now here you can see age, either means sibling, and some column name is given. Okay, this is the pair, embarked, class. Here again I think man, woman, so that is the sex, and who both are same I think, adult, male. So these are the data. Okay, that in documentation they mention, but when you want to do that time, you will take your data na, from then you can, we need to search what type of the Seaborn provide the data. In load data, what type of the data set is present. If you search on the Google, it will tell okay, there Titanic tips, some data I know, but there are many data is available just for the practice purpose. Hmm. Yes, Google, ChatGPT, any where you can search. This one. अच्छा df dot d types. 1 minute. df dot d types. D type. I think it says name df is not defined. Means you not told what is the df to your Python. So first you need to assign this is this data as a df. Yes. So now entire data is saved into your variable df. Now you can now it will work. It will work. Now run again. Huh. Now it will work. So what is the why we required all these things, means when you want to make any model, means machine learning model, even linear regression model. So that time means what you are doing, you try to identify what is the relationship between the variables, right? And when you want to identify the relation, that time you need to convert entire data set in the numerical format. Then only you can do the analysis, right? So that's why it will help you. Okay, why sometimes you will get the error, so you need to check the data type. Okay, all are in the numerical format or not? 0 and 1, then only it will work, because this programming understand only numerical data. Okay. So that we will discuss in the EDA wala part, how you can convert quickly by just one line of the code that data into the numerical format. Okay. So now, okay. So this is the DF type. Now one more thing. Okay, I want to know the entire information about this data. This is the DF. Okay, and I want to know the entire information. Okay, how much KB file, that particular memory utilized by that particular file. Entire thing I want to know. Okay. So DF dot info means DF means your variable name. Okay. You can assign A also to that particular CSV file. Dot info you need to pass. Okay. Now just run. So this will tell. This is the data frame. Data frame means what? In Pandas, data frame means two direction data, means two dimension data, or in short you can say that is the Excel file. Their column is present and row is present. Two dimension, one dimension means only row, two dimension means row and column, three dimension means matrix combination. So that is means okay, that three dimension is not required. In time series sometime it will be useful. Okay, so df.info, so you will get the information about the entire data set. Here total entries is 891. 891 rows is present inside that means your df, and here the nomenclature is start, means you can see indexing start from 0, so 0 to 890. The first column name here you can see that is the 0. Okay, as well as you can see the this how many number of column. So 15 column is available inside your df. Okay, so the entire information you will get. Okay, and here you can see the data type, boolean is 2, categorical is 2, float is 2, integer is 4, object type is 5, and the memory usage, huh? Both are string. Yeah, in pandas they mention object, and generally we write as a string. So string, object, both are, means you can say as a text data in short. And memory utilized for this data set is 80.7 KB. Okay, so now this is how you can means get the information about the entire data set. Just you need to pass dot info and you will get the entire information. Okay, one more thing, you know how to do the descriptive stat. Just you need to pass the describe, you will get the descriptive stats. Okay, describe, and you will get the descriptive stats. So here you can pass the describe, and now you will get the entire descriptive stats, but you will get only related to numerical data. If you want to do for, if you want to do for the categorical data, then how you can do that I discussed in the previous session. You need to call only categorical data. Okay, so how you can call, now we know the data type. With the help of the data type I will do that particular part. Okay, so if I pass, okay, I want to do for the categorical type of the data. So what I can do, df. Okay, and in df, what are the df d types? If I pass, so it will give me the types. Okay, now I want to compare this particular thing. Okay, just show me the equal to. So is equal to object, that data only I want. Okay, so now you will get true. If your data is the categorical type, then only you will get the true, otherwise you will get the false. Okay, but I want to see only true wala data. How you can check that? Only true wala data, how you can check? So if you pass this in, this is the df type related, means only if I pass, 1 minute, if I cut this particular part, this is the df type. Now this is your actual data. In this data I want only categorical type. Okay, so what you need to do, you need to make the one condition, or in short you can say condition is like that, you just show me the object wala, so it will show you the output in the form of the boolean. Now you want only this true value, then what you need to do, in entire data you need to pass the this true, means this condition. Now you got only true. You are able to understand? Df type is the data in this case. Okay, df type will show you the what type of the data is present, but inside df type I want only this data where this condition is satisfied. I want the data where this condition satisfies, that data only I want as a output na. So you will get, if you pass that particular thing into the square bracket, that particular condition. Okay, so now here in this, again this is your data, right? But I want only category, means what is the name of the column I want. This is the categorical data. I am not interested in this object on. Okay, so this is in Python, this is your index, and this is the data, right? So if I pass dot index, then what will be output? 1 minute, index output is what now? Only the name of the variable, right? Name of the variable. Okay, so can I assign this as a column name? This is the column name. If I assign column name, now show me the column names. So this is the categorical type of the column name. Here only categorical type data present. First what you need to do, this is the df type, there I want only object, then you need to pass that condition into the df type. Okay, then dot index, then you will get the name of that data, and that you can assign as a column name. So why this particular thing is required? Because sometime when you take the data, there may be 80-90 column is present, so manually you can't call each and individual, means each column, right? So you need to use this type of the methodology. And okay, so now here this is the column name. In this column name, okay, so I want only this column name in the df. So what you will do, this is the df. In this df you want this only, right? this only, so you can pass into the double square bracket. That is the one condition. But if number of column is very large, in that case what you can do, now pass this column name inside. Now your data, only categorical type of the data you have. Okay, and now if you do the describe, you will get the descriptive stats with respect to the categorical data. समझा कि ये गया नहीं समझा ये वाला पार्ट मैम एट्रीब्यूट वो स्पेलिंग मिस्टेक डीएफ टाइप ऑब्जेक्ट ओके
उसके बाद वो आ नहीं रहा था वो जो आपने टाइप किया वहाँ पे वो आ ही नहीं So I try to do the next steps, it's not going. What do I type?
Now type df type na, there only object you means this is the condition. Can you go up what you did in the last session? Okay, is equal to object. Here only type this is okay, this entire variable we need to pass inside df type again.
So that's what I tried.
Okay.
So what you said was
df type dt types this you need to pass in square bracket condition now okay run now you will get only object no you will get only object. Okay, maybe you made some mistake there.
Okay, then I'm copying it again. I do not
control z you नहीं work करे control z नहीं work हो रहा है okay
control v था मेरा so okay I'm running it again. Okay, and now what to do? You said something there.
Now if you call this is the now this is your table, right? This first is always index, right?
Yeah.
And I'm interested in this name,
right.
So what I will do dot index, then you will get only index. Okay, now run. Next now you will I am assigning this name as a column name.
Yeah, so then what you did
here you need to write column name.
So let me copy that again. Okay, and then you said col
name equal to this equal to this. Now run. Now call df and use the square bracket and column name. क्या हुआ मैम? हाँ वो करेंगे अभी हम. Dot unique you can pass and even their value count is also we did earlier, so that also you can do. नहीं where means in df you want to see now. So df just write the df. That part actually remaining I will do. पानी नहीं unique is available or not? Let's check that. One minute. Unique is not available. Maybe df. So when if we will do value count that will work maybe. Okay, so here value count the unique also will work. This is the value count in each section key male female in male how much. The next guy if you want to see unique then first you need to say na again df which column you want to say the unique.
Okay.
So df okay, so there if you want to see df में if you want to see suppose this gender okay so I will pass तो यहाँ पे okay so now here unique here tab work कर रहा नहीं कर रहा अलग कुछ कॉलम में चला रहा हूँ so counts also will work maybe ये वाला में वर्क करना चाहिए कुछ नहीं कर रहा तो value count the value count we can do. So here you will get male female two thing is present and
unique means there are two types.
Okay. So that you can and unique there means a different means function is also available. Their group by is also available, so that thing we will do. Index means what? You made the one table na, so by default their index you will get 0 1 2 3, that is the Python index. Okay, but when I did the df d types, so their indexing you can see the name of the column. So that column name actually I am interested in column name na, so that's why I passed dot index.
Because you pass dot index, therefore column name will have same number WHO. Otherwise you will not get that.
And otherwise we will not. Otherwise in the there it is a data frame and there you can see object is written and I'm not interested in that object wala column. I'm interested in the index one. नहीं ये जस्ट डेटा सेट एज्यूम करोगे कुछ कॉलम है डेटा मींस फॉर 3 यूनिक थिंग ना because everyone will use the different data but domain knowledge is required as well as how to do the data analysis and the analytical part in the Python, that is the main focus. Because I also don't know all the columns related. Okay, so now the next, how to see the top head, means top 5 column, bottom 5 column, that already we discussed, right? Now, okay, this is the again condition based. We try to do more things. Like this is a DF, and in this DF, what are the column is present? There, pair, who, adult, male, tag. Okay, so that also I don't want. Okay, so now in this data set, how many null value present that I want to see? Okay, missing value present. Okay, so what you will do? Okay, df dot, and if I pass the is null, okay, the is null means it will tell if null value will be present. 1 minute. Is null. Okay, if null value is present, then you will get the true. Otherwise, you will get the false. Okay, now what you need to do? I just try to say one more thing. If you add the two true, true means 1, false means 0. Okay, so now what I'm doing? This is just command get sum, and now if you pass, now you will get the missing value. Here you can see survive means there no missing value, but when you see the age column, there 177 is the missing value. So you can check when you get the any data. Okay, means when you do the means data collection part, and after that you want to see is there any missing value. Okay, and sometimes some one do the means analysis for the sensor related data. So there are lots of value, and how you can check if 50-60 value, then you can check manually, but it is also time consuming. So in Python, just one line of the code you need to pass, and you can 177 value is missing inside the age column. Multiple values are missing. Means 177 entry are missing. No. In age is the one column. Yes. हाँ, उन्होंने नहीं लिखा, यहाँ किसी ने ऑपरेटर ने टाइटेनिक के टाइम है, हाँ, पर नहीं उनका रिकॉर्ड नहीं. हाँ, we need to remove that. We will do in the EDA वाला, in EDA section. Exploratory data analysis. There we will remove these duplicates, maybe sometime double entry. So how to remove? So that we will. And this the same thing means you got earlier also when you pass the info. So if I go to the df.info, this is the info, and here you can see non-missing value. Non-missing value means in age, non-missing value is 714. Here df.info when you did now, that time also you got the information about the missing value. So here how many non-missing value that give us? Total 891 entry, and here 891. It means 0. Here 177 in age means 891 minus 714 is nothing but the missing value. Yeah. Okay. Now what we can, okay, so now the next who paid the maximum fare that you want to see inside the data. So just what you need to do, you need to call the fare wala column, and there pass dot max, you will get the maximum value. So that you can see means that practice, by practice only you will get. This all the code you run, you can run all this code and see. No, take the different data. That's why I told the 3 website. Means take the some different data as per your interest, and then do the analysis. Means after 2-3 session, more session we will do. Then try to start that exercise. Means that particular part. Means that particular exercise you can do. Means now if you take the data from some website, but there only we are in the initial stage, so you can't do entire thing. So once we are able to do the EDA related thing as well as the some is EDA as well as modeling, small modeling wala part, then you can start. Yes. Okay. So now again means the concept you need to understand, means how it is work, that you need to understand. Then you can means even the big line of the code also you can easily do. So now here the df, if I just pass the df 1 minute, df means that is your data. Inside the data, this fare is available. Okay, and I want to see who means I want to see the name who paid the maximum fare, that I want to see. That is the one question. Okay, so what you need to do? So I will pass in the df, I will pass the fare. Okay, and if I pass the dot max, this is the max function. This is the maximum fare paid by the means passenger. Okay, in the Titanic. This is the maximum fare. Now I want to know the name. So how you will get the name? So you need to write the one condition. DF here is equal to this, that I want to see, na? Means if I pass this is the DF pair, means this is the your column. Inside that I want to see, just show me this part. So what I will tell, equal to this DF pair, compare with the DF pair dot max. In that case, what the output you will get? You will get the output. What output you will get? True, false, true, false. Okay. So true you will get once the this two thing is match. Okay. So now you want to see only true. In that case, what you will do? You will pass this entire thing into the DF. This condition you will pass into the DF. Now this is these three people who paid the maximum. Now where is the name of the person? Name of the person is not given here. Inside the data, name is not given. Okay. But these three columns which are related to max. हाँ and 737. I think वो data proper नहीं, name होना चाहिए पर नहीं है. ठीक है. Pair दिया. ठीक है. But these three entries where we get the maximum pair, you can say. हाँ, that column is not. I assume that की name may be available inside that. Okay. नहीं, means I got the one idea ना कि three people paid the maximum pair and the maximum pair amount is $512. हाँ, that also you can do. है क्या alive वाला? हाँ, but all are alive. तीनों हाँ. More pair, more safety, more obvious point है.